So Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 ARG just updated it, giving us the biggest revelation we got in years. Let's get right into it. Siang Reason updated her profile with a new status, then her new bio. And by combining two of them together, you would get a really long link, which would lead you to Bandcamp, a website where people buy and download tracks. This is what it looks like. This room on the site looks the same as Lullaby Room, which we uncovered in the first part. People quickly started to think that these tracks would be spectrogram. If you don't know what spectrogram is, it's the visual way of recording sound, which looks like this. And many ARGs use it to hide some messages. In second song, then fourth, then seventh, and finally, in the ninth there are letters created by sound. At first people were stuck, but then they found the correct combination. As you can see, it's a Google Drive link, which leads you to downloading a zip file by looking at another zip. Just like in the last part, it's password protected, so we need to find the password. So there are 9 recovered photos. In the PNG file named 02 recovered PNG, in the lower left corner, there is a message that says, "What you seek." In the PNG file 04 recovered PNG, in the lower right corner, there is a message that says, "You shall not find." When these messages are joined together, they create the phrase, "What you seek, you shall not find." The message is one of the phrases from the Epic of Gilgamesh, so the password Gilgamesh was used to extract the file condemnation.7z. The file contained the folder with the same name. This folder contained the .png file called plea.png. Upon inspecting the properties of these files, it was found that the folder and the plea.png file were dated October 8, 2002. The plea.png file shows an email from Preston Willard to Stella Graver saying that they need to talk, of it being blocked out, and then Preston asking Stella if she understands. Stretching out the image and adding some effects, reveal the YouTube link in the corner of the image. Inputting this link into a URL lead to a video called restricted_condemnation_1995, which contains Preston Willard's and Jessica Newman's survival after the hour of joy.
Things are quiet out there. Not sure if that's good or bad.
Someone will come for us. We just need to sit tight.
Jessica?
They'll send a team. Specialists, probably. It's going to be one hell of a cleanup operation.
Well, when we get back to that lift, it should be a straight shot to the surface.
But back here, see? Does bio even connect to the executive lift? I don't think it does. Maybe diagram all 4, the service shaft to the train terminal, the train...
No, all 4 is facing east. This is backwards.
It can't be backwards. It has to connect to... This map can't be right. Once we're out, where will you go?
Well, I suppose I'd owe my wife a few explanations, wouldn't I? Not that that makes up for anything.
At least you have a life to go back to. Growing up in play care, running back as soon as I had my degree. My entire life was here.
That's,
Sad? I never thought about it that way. Not until this.
well, maybe this is what we get. Or all we've done. For...
You don't have anything to apologize for. We were doing good work. It's not your fault this all blew up in our faces.
But...
Preston, you don't need to.
I just couldn't stand by and watch it happen anymore.
What are you saying?
I didn't know they would... I had no other choice.
You let them. And you didn't think they would do something like this? Tell me this is some kind of joke. My God, how could you do that?
Not just me. There were there were others, and we all knew this wasn't right. I think you know that too.
No, don't try to rationalize it just because you got cold feet, because you couldn't stomach the work.
Oh, the work. The work was wrong.
It's not that simple. You were still a part of it as much as the rest of us. We were supposed...
Okay, so there's a lot to talk about. So first, PW aka Preston Willard and others were the ones that caused the Hour of Joy, and Jessica Newman grew up in Plaker. They survived 10 days after the Hour of Joy, but then they were killed. But Preston Willard was killed by that new Huggy Wuggy that everyone was talking about. Let's talk about CatBeefum95, which was the user that posted the songs. Many people have been theorizing that it could be the Angryson, and now, since Chapter 5, Broken Things, will release on February 18th, people have been hyped. Special thanks to Sheep Empage for explaining everything. Shout out to him. Anyways, goodbye.